Hello everybody, this is Swarmlord39 of Almost Cool here with another episode of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. For those of you who are watching this stream, we just wrapped up our investigation, our second day of investigating, finding some very decisive evidence that things did not go the way that people have described. So we are heading back into court once more, and we are going to well, hear the testimonies, tear it apart, and prove that our client once again could not or did not do it. Anywho, let's continue. Prosecutors are confused as we are. After all, the victim was murdered in two different places at the same time. And a different suspect was arrested at each of the crime scenes. Probably for yesterday, I was indisposed. Just finished, actually. I'm used to all-nighters, though. The police are clueless. I struck a plea bargain. Uh-oh. If I told them the truth behind this simultaneous murder, they wouldn't seek capital punishment. That's, again, she's trying to declare herself guilty. My regret, I'm as much in the dark about this as they are. We found trace evidence of a certain person in the police department's evidence room. It belonged to Officer Jake Marshall. Blood-stained fingerprints. That's the trump card I have up my sleeve today. You understand what this means, don't you? In order to defend my sister, you're going to accuse Mr. Marshall. You have to play the cards we're dealt. Isn't that right? Do what you have to, Mr. Wright. Into the courtroom. And let's begin. Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Lana Skye. Prosecution is... Takes 30 minutes by car to... And the victim was slain in both places at the same time. That's not physically possible. It's more I hear the victim from the evidence room just disappeared. Body eventually appeared. Wow, this is one messed up trial. One of my duties as prosecutor is to present impartial evidence. Today I was presenting evidence related to the murder at the police department. So doing, I believe the way in which we should proceed will reveal itself. That's what sets me. He doesn't know what's going on himself. And that's supposed to be an admirable trait. Let's the trial resume. What exactly transpired at the police department? They call your first witness of the day to the stand. The suspect of the murder. The suspect. Ah, Meekins! Oh boy. Things are gonna get wild. Witness, please state his name and occupation. Officer Mike Meekins. Occupation is that would be murderer. So you're telling us you're a professional killer? It was me, I'm the one who did it. I never again, you gotta believe me. Help me! Sir Meekins! It's the report, your report of the crime. Consider that in order. Oh my gosh. Part of a generation that, you can't fault him for a lack of enthusiasm. Oh boy. My report, sir. Well, it's not my normal duty. I was assigned to guard the evidence room that day. I spotted a suspicious man on the security screen and rushed into the room. I was only doing what I was trying to do. I was suddenly attacked. I fought for my life. Then I did it. After that, I passed out until another officer smacked me awake. The victim attacked it. You fainted and recalled helped you regain consciousness. Knocked me upside the head, sir. What I need is more info to work with. Crime report, sir! Okay. Okay, working with everything. The Affairs Department. Now there's a scary thought. Blue Badger. Only police mascot created by the Chief of Detectives. I was to ensure it wasn't broken during the transferal process. My sole mission of the day. Sounds like after the award ceremony finished, there were so many people running around. I relocated the Blue Badger to the evidence room. What did you see when you got there? A suspicious man on the screen and rushed into the room. In order to enter the evidence room, you need an ID card, am I correct? I have one right here around my neck. So then your ID should be listed here, right? It is. I found it. Someone right here. 498956. This is being used twice. He's explained. There's no room mystery, sir. The first time was when I relocated the Blue Badger into the evidence room. The second time was when I went to get him after everything settled down. During the second time. Data added. Hold on. I'm not actually going to present. I just want to actually take a look at it again. Yeah, now because I have a feeling this last one's going to be filled out before the end. I was suddenly attacked. Wrong button. I wanted to press. Exactly what happened to you. A knife. Yeah, then what happened? Well, with me charging in on him like that, he looked as surprised as I was. When he reacted, I was like, got this gash on my hand. Commanded by his collar. Really into kung fu. So I snatched the knife from him. He took his knife. The next thing I knew, his wife. Thing I knew. Punched me right in my face. Okay, about what time did you regain consciousness? He woke up about 5:30. Your mission? Blue Badger. Oh, fairly accurate picture of what happened. Murdered really the victim. Got a point. That's Officer Meekins. With regard to that, sir, it was sent to my jail cell. Delivered it? A videotape? It's footage from the security camera in the evidence room. But I specifically asked if there was such a tape, and was told it had been mistakenly erased. It's like communication with the police department. This is what I'm actually suspecting Gant. I'm actually suspecting Gant at this point, I'll be honest. Because he has done so much that directs the trial, but it also directs it in a way that seems like he's got some motivation. If he's not the murderer, he's at least very much involved in this case. And I mean that as in he was involved from the inside. Oh, please stop using the word murder. It scares me. Video of the murder. Oh, the glove fell. So, definitely got stabbed. Wait! Was that out at the beginning of that? That's Patrick, why am I not surprised this is going smoothly? Tape seems to prove that the witness did indeed encounter someone. Relying on clearly incomplete footage, the witness's testimony will suffice. Mystery Man. This can't be clearly seen in the video, but there's no question the locker would require his fingerprint to do. Found a fingerprint. Each detective has been given a locker equipped with a for the locks. I think that would mean with contradictions. That's where I have to start. Well, one contradiction I can think of is the handprint had no fingerprint. The handprint the bloody one that was left had no fingerprint. Going to. But as you were standing right in front of him. But I didn't get a clear look at his face. I'm not the kind of guy who looks directly at people when talking with them. But you just said that is only you can verify it. Higgins. Having been shown a questionable video, we are not the. Please be more certain when you testify. You claim the man couldn't tell you why you were positive. Okay. No way they're open. I just want to register fingerprints. Okay, and you know that information? People in the know. Corporate cafeteria. The record did belong. Verified through a more reliable source. However, the most important detail is not shown in his face. I may say something, but the man's face is so important. I mean, fingerprint and it's his hand that tried to throw. Footage doesn't lie. Unless the defense can find a problem with it. I'm going to sit. Well, okay. Let me see. Can I rewatch it first? Because I can. Wait, the light. The light's already on. And that cloth wasn't out. There, oh my gosh. The light was on before the guy got there, and that cloth for that we mentioned, the one that was half hanging out, yes, it wasn't. Let's see. But yeah, see, we get over to there, the cloth still isn't out. We turn back. He's down for the count. And then we turn back this way. And while the camera was facing that way, this ended up halfway stuck out. And it's just repeating. Okay. There is a problem with the video. There's one thing in particular that seems rather strange. Well, first off, let's save. Because I've decided to because after actually getting to the point where I would have failed, I enjoy the idea that I can save scum if I really need to. What? This video contains such a contradiction? Once we have the defense, point the alleged contradiction in the video. Now play security tape. Please show us the contradiction you speak of. I have to point out a problem in the video. This is the first time I've ever had to do that. Fast forward, rewind, or pause. Contradiction. And... it's gotta be this. Officer Meekins. Understanding this locker apparatus works like this. You grab a handle, the sensor reads it. If it's a match, the light turns on and the lock is released. I have to wonder if we'll actually find out who's in that photo. Just minor derailment there. Let's continue. According to my limited experience, that's the way I understand it. So, something is seriously wrong with this picture. Why is that music playing in the background? Is that supposed to be happening? Because, right there at the beginning, the light is already on. And back, and then he shows up. Photo will be introduced in later cases. Okay. Good to know. The victim reaches for the handle to open the locker. Let's rewind a little earlier. Notice the light? It's already lit. The locker was already open before the victim grabbed the handle. So, how does he fit whole pose where he has his cuff around his neck? It's very simple. The locker wasn't locked on the day of the crime. Lockers are controlled by an electronic system. Lockers automatically locked. It's a broken day. It's not likely. The sensors would detect and report any malfunction. Have an explanation? Me, Your Honor? Think. Again, the system sensor. There's a clue somewhere in this footage. Check the video once more. Enter, fast forward. Dang it. Rewind. This is a continuation of the part I showed you earlier. And now we gotta sit through... Okay, this is annoying. This little part is annoying. The fact that we have to watch the scene over and over and over. Was this just an excuse? Was this just an excuse to have us to show off the new animation for the... Show off the animation bit? Something white fell out of the locker. Experience that things fall out when doors are open. Item was completely inside the locker to begin with. The sensors trigger the lock when the door is shut. What if something was inserted, say, between the sensor and the door? Okay, great. So there's a recurring problem with the video analysis segments. Yeah. Well, hopefully we'll be done with it for a bit. Hopefully it was stuck between the door and the sensor. Sometimes it gets stuck in the door when I get out of my extremely thin. Also have to block electrical current. Need to be an insulator. Just might have been something that fits the description. I think I finally got this figured out. What the relevant evidence? Found a thin rubber glove. It has the tag that says SL9 incident. The video seems to depict the victim opening the locker, but that isn't the case. The lit lamp attests to this. The day of the crime, even I could have opened that locker. Not so, Officer Meekins. It appears so. So we're to believe then that the victim, whom this witness stabbed, was not Detective Goodman. Victim, this was indeed Bruce Goodman. One more testimony. not sure what you're... You mean that? Of course. Oh my gosh. Mystery Man 2. One other thing that proves it. You must use your ID card. There's a record. You could have had his card. That... Yeah, we are aware that it says Bruce Goodman. It's the victim's ID. Several hundred cases should have been due transferal. Why were there so few people using this room? Only used for storing certain special cases. Special cases? Extremely violent cases involving police staff. Me too, although it doesn't make much of a difference. There were only a few cases transferred and most were cleared up by noon. So, press all of them, and I think... You believe this to be rock solid. Just use his right hand. Use your ID card. You hear someone ever forget. What if someone would steal it from you, keeping it out in the opening like that? The 2 or 3 times until I get stuck in my car. Well, the remaining time it's my ID card that gets stuck. Only has one. You need to do your testimony? Yep. We got that one. Let me see. What's the matter? Look at this. Your name is on here. It is, Your Honor. Oh. You got the wrong card. It seems I have nothing to be ashamed of regarding my actions or their consequences. For now, let us continue. Okay. You asked the man to show his card. He pulled a knife on you. I think that's odd. I mean, if he had his ID card, all he had to do was show it to you. Wouldn't be any reason to draw a knife. He just panicked. Went them out. But far too obvious. Okay, so I just need... I'm gonna save right here because I'm pretty sure at this point I believe this is the spot that I'm going to object, and I believe I object with the lost item report. I'm good at waiting, sir. I have the victim's ID card right here. I found it at the crime scene. When I say crime scene, I'm not referring to the evidence room at the police department. I mean the other crime scene. Your Honor, I have one more piece of evidence to present. Very important clue. A lost item report. Only half completed, but it shows that he lost something the day of the crime. Something important enough to fill out this report. Yes, you believe it's something of his ID card. Can't say for sure, but there's a high probability. So, what does this all mean? It can only mean one thing. It doesn't even require much thought. Man he encountered was not him, but rather the man who stole his ID card. Do you have a response? Oh. Name of the crime. And the evidence room offered to me because the encounter was not Detective Goodman. There were 2 grounds to support this. First, the locker room was already unlocked. He lost his ID card. Correct. Yes. Same with conclusion. The victim is fake, and the murder in the evidence room is also fake. Security camera does not show the instant of the murder. Yeah. Nothing wrong? Only moments ago, you seem going to end well. We should finally realize exactly what... Sorry, done the explaining for me. Victim fake, which means the murder did not take place. So, the crime can only take place in one location. Dang it, Edgeworth! Way too shabby. It was a trap from the beginning. Any questions unanswered? exactly was the victim he encountered, and where did this person disappear to? However, only the murder detective Goodman. And as always, object. Your Honor? No, that's right. Of course not. That was... What are you talking about? This cross-examination has proven only one thing and one thing only. Security did not show the actual murder. Really? Did we have to in? However, it cannot be said that it's unrelated to the murder in the parking lot. Specifically, large amounts of blood traces were found in the evidence room. Defense demands further examination into the truth of the matter. If this court were to examine this further, other witnesses will be necessary. Is the prosecution prepared? I'm sorry, the prosecution considered the incident to be unrelated. Give him a chance. Following a certain Texas Ranger. Your Honor, the defense would like to request a specific witness. What do we have in mind? Someone we have reason to believe knows the truth behind the activities that took place in the evidence room. That's right. I should just, yeah. Should. Here's testimony. Fortunately, he works in the police department. 20 minutes to prepare. Alrighty, the court will take a 30-minute recess. So that's... Well, the court is now in recess. And that's the end of the first section of the trial. More or less. Right? There's no stopping you, is there? What do you mean? Call for Jake Marshall. You figured everything out. Always known everything. Why don't you just tell us? Gumshoe. Yes, I am. I'll come back later. Wait, Detective Gumshoe, what is it? Not making a detective run around while on duty. Seen happier people at funerals. Hey. What? About what I asked? That is... my name. You want to bring me the SL9 incident files. Mr. Wright might need them, so I had them brought here. This guy was a witness. Go dark. You won't have anything to do with serial murders. Gonna ignore me? Why is your name in here? S9, isn't it? That's the classification number the police filed it under. The rest of the world knew it as Joe Dark killings. Oof! I just remembered. I gotta be somewhere. I'm out of here. Oh dear. Angel Starr, Damon Grant, Miles Edgeworth, Fauna, and Emma. It can't be. No. To be continued. Alrighty. Yep. Save my progress, very obviously. And... wait, make sure I'm on the right spot. Yeah. Okay. So, I'm gonna cut this one. I'm gonna cut this one here, and I should be back with streaming the next section of the episode. Next section of the trial tomorrow. Not tomorrow. In a very short while. So, yeah, until next time, we'll see you guys later. Bye bye.